We're at the second day of the Finance Leaders Conference, and today I'm with Eugene, who is the Director of Optimum Investment Group. Eugene, from your side, this year's been quite tough, just in terms of the challenges that we faced in South Africa. But going forward, if we look at 2024, what is the team going to focus on, to prioritize, to really learn from 2023, but kind of really hit the ground running in 2024?
Well, this has been a very, very tough year, and I think we as people, and I'm talking about around the world, has forgotten we had 3 years of COVID, and all of a sudden this year it's back to normal. So it's been a very tough year, not just locally, we've seen that abroad as well. Very, very high interest rates that we haven't seen in years. Lots and lots of political noise around us. We have an election coming up in South Africa. We have an election coming up in the US. That creates a lot of uncertainty. 2 wars that's happening at this point in time. So as you've mentioned, lots of challenges, but that challenges actually creates a lot of opportunity, and especially in South Africa. Yes, our assets are quite depressed at this point in time, but again, in our mind as portfolio managers, that creates opportunity by itself. We can go and buy excellent stocks, excellent bonds now for next to nothing, and we know there's a lot of value in those businesses. So we're very, very excited for next year. I think the important thing is just to look through the noise, try and avoid all this stuff happening around you, oil going to $300 and petrol doing this and the rand going to 30 rand a dollar. It's always the bad news that sell, but that's not always the reality of what's going to play out. So definitely tons of opportunity, and definitely a lot of stuff for investors to look forward to in 2024.
And if we were to think then about businesses and what they're facing right now and heading in, right? You're a business in yourself, and I think the focus that they need to really prioritize in 2024, you spoke about kind of ignoring the noise, paying attention to the signal. For you, practically speaking, what are 1 or 2 things that they should be prioritizing in their businesses to make sure that they capitalize now on the opportunities as a consequence of what we've experienced?
I'm not even sure where to start with that, but luckily South Africans and South African businesses in turns are very, very resilient. And as mentioned, we're sitting in the middle of this electricity crisis, and it's phenomenal how businesses have just grasped the opportunities that present by itself. And that's how businesses should operate. We shouldn't see everything as obstacles. We should actually see the solutions in all of this. South Africa, the amount of solar, the amount of inverters that's been sold over the last couple of years, businesses can start making money out of that type of shortcomings. And I'm confident we're going to see other type of events happening too, and we must rather focus on a glass half full than a glass half empty. There's constant opportunity in South Africa, and it's really to go and exploit those opportunities. How do you find it? Again, where the public sector might have failed, the private sector could step in and really fill that gap, and we've seen that in South Africa for a couple of years by now.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, and thank you also for sponsoring us at the Finance Leaders.
Pleasure.
I'm with Leslie, the Financials Lead at Workday South Africa. Leslie, you're solving quite a lot of problems for businesses. Just take me through exactly what you're finding and even enjoying around what Workday is offering their customers.
Awesome, thanks for the opportunity. So our customers in finance are having the same issues, and that's why they adopt Workday. They've traditionally had the same issues that everyone in finance has. It takes a long time to transact. It takes a long time to make decisions because you're pulling information from various different systems. And as you're doing that, it's very difficult to keep the talent you want in the organization, because they want to be in an organization where you don't have to do all of those things manually. And so when post-adoption of Workday, our customers are finding that they have a lot more time on their hands, that they're able to do a lot more analysis, that our Workday AI is taking up a lot of the heavy lifting for them, and is cutting short the time it takes them to transact, to make decisions, get to market quickly with new products, make changes to their business structure as well.
And if you were to think then around the businesses that you're dealing with then, for a practical step-by-step process to begin this journey with you, what do they have to go through to really make sure that they're set up for success with Workday?
So it's good to have in mind that a finance transformation, it takes a lot of effort. It has to be planned really, really well. But also having pain in the organization, as many have right now, is a good motivator to go down that route. Getting in a partner as well that's very experienced in finance transformation, that can help you to be able to do the organizational change, to be able to communicate that before you bring the technology change in, is really going to help take your organization to the next level when you are implementing the technology, and And for the most part, post-implementations, where you're going to see all of that success if you really, really plan it well.
Outstanding. Thanks so much.
Okay, thank you.